Hi, I'm Tamara Miles, author of The Secret to Peak Productivity. This week, as you all know, marks the 1 year anniversary of when our lives collectively and globally changed. Many of us started working, schooling, and doing everything from home while trying to figure out what it all meant. We had to adapt really fast. And here we are, a year later, and we have learned so much. So, one of the things that we've all become really aware of is that work has become a state of mind. Work is not a place we go to anymore, but it's an activity that we do wherever we are. And that has been true for a while. Often in my time management workshops, I have talked about work, ever since we've all had this computer that we carry everywhere with us, our smartphones. We've been able to work from anywhere and anytime. And so for a while, I've been talking about work as a state of mind rather than work as a place we go to. And that was true, but also somewhat theoretical because we were still going to work. But now, a year into this pandemic, that has become true for all of us. And so, as we have some slivers of hope and vaccines and plans to maybe start going back into the office, at least part time, what does that mean for the future of work? So, along with this ability that we have now to work from anywhere and work having become an activity, what also has happened that I'm reading research, but also just seeing the experience of my friends and clients and people I talk to anecdotally, is that we have been working on average about 1 extra hour per day. And so that was already a problem with time management, which I called stealing time, where, we could be at family dinner, but we would be checking our email, or we'd be at our kids' soccer game, but we would be on a work call. And it seems like that has expanded now that we are at home all the time. It just feels so easy in a way to work that it's become really important to have boundaries around our work and our personal lives and rituals to replace the going to the office or the commute or the transitions that we used to naturally have. Another thing is that Microsoft just released some data of a survey that they said that 80% of managers expect to offer more flexible work environments or arrangements post-pandemic, and 70% of employees plan to take advantage of that. So what it means is that work is going to very likely become a hybrid model where you go into the office for specific reasons like increased collaboration and creativity, brainstorming for special projects. And I think that shifts the mindset that we approach work. I see, with my kids, they've been in a hybrid model since school started. And on the days that they get to go to school, they have the mindset of, oh my God, I get to go to school today. And they're so excited to go in, versus before the pandemic, a lot of mornings, it would be like, oh, I have to go to school today. And so I think this shift will be beneficial for us because we will have a specific purpose in going into the office, of course, for connection and the things that we do best when we are together. And finally, I think that another area of huge challenge, but also incredible opportunity, is well-being. 62% of employees in a McKinsey survey around the world consider mental health issues to be a top challenge right now. And it doesn't take a survey for us to know that we're struggling, right? We feel that, we have conversations with our friends, and we know it's been a hard year. We miss life before we miss aspects of it. And so I think that's going to be a huge challenge for organizations. Work is such a huge part of our lives and our days. And I think that the good news there is that in the organizations that I work with, They're really trying to weave well-being into the fabric of work instead of these adjacent programs of well-being falling under benefits or being equated to yoga or chair massages. Well-being is more and more becoming integrated in the fabric of work of the organizations that I work with. And so what that means is that these organizations are making a point. Leaders are really caring about connection and facilitating belonging and the pursuit of excellence and tasks that allow for personal growth and development and also the sense of purpose that you derive from work, knowing how the work that you do every day contributes to the organizational goal, to your personal purpose. And so these are all areas that contribute to making work really meaningful, which ultimately lead to higher well-being at a personal level, but incredibly also at the organizational level. It increases performance, productivity, all these metrics that we care about. And so I think that that's going to be a huge challenge and opportunity moving forward.